Hey guys, this is Kotetsu from Kotetsu Stunting, and today I'm going to be talking about some things about bad business moves that both Microsoft and Sony have been making lately. And before I get on this topic, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like me to help support my channel, and also make sure to comment too. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about some bad business decisions both Microsoft and Sony have made. So, if there's any fanboys in the comment section, I'm making this one equal. I'm going to be talking today about two things Sony did that they really screwed up badly on, and two things Microsoft screwed up really badly on, and one thing they both screwed up really badly on. Okay, now here's the first thing for Sony. Like, I just showed this randomly. Okay, you guys have probably already heard about Sony releasing a $1,250 audiophile headset, like some crap like that. And I think this is a really bad business move because who the hell is the market for this? I mean, like, all it does is play music, and it costs $1,250. Audiophiles aren't going to take that out in public because it's going to get stolen because it's worth a lot of money. And people who just want to listen to music will do that on their smartphone and stuff. So I just don't get why you would want to do that. It just baffles me why they would release a product like that, and it's marketed as a new Walkman. I know this isn't the 90s anymore. I know Walkman used to be the most popular music player in the 90s, but the world has evolved since then. People use their smartphones, their computers. There's just so many other ways to listen to music besides this. I don't know anyone is going to buy this, and I don't think anyone will. I just think Sony is already losing enough money. They cannot be wasting their money making these. Because if Sony goes out of business, PlayStation does too. And who knows, if that happens, it could be Samsung PlayStation 4. I know they would want to buy it badly, because that's something that they need. And that can't happen. Sony can't go out of business. They have way too many assets. They're one of the companies with the most assets in the entire world. So, how do you divvy it all out? It would be a mess if they went out of business. Okay. And now here's a bad business move on Microsoft. Okay. I'm a little bit worried about how they're going to market their new operating system, Windows 10, to the public, because their promotional video for it, I don't know, I'm not too impressed with it. The guy who was like talking like and stuff, I just don't know what they're doing. Like, have they learned from mistakes? I mean, like, God, all their operating systems are so goddamn ugly. I mean, why haven't they learned their lesson already? I mean, I just don't understand why they haven't learned their lesson in Windows 8, and old people hating on it, young people hating on it. Screw it, like, everyone's hating on it. I mean, it's okay to change. Everyone needs to change at one point, but you can't just force it on us all at once. That's what you like to do. We are all comfortable with the Xbox 360, we loved it, and you just shove something new down our throats without giving us a chance to swallow it. You're just like forcing food into our mouths, like, if you understand the analogy a little bit. I mean, just reel it in a little bit. Just give it to us, like, slowly. And that's how people evolve. It doesn't happen overnight. You can't just say that the old stuff doesn't work just because this new thing is out. You guys suck, okay. And now this one is something that I think that's another bad move that Sony made for this one. This is the last thing I'll be saying about Sony for this episode. Okay, they made the recent decision. Sony was so close to releasing the PlayStation 4 in Japan. It was just inches away. And guess what they did? They were like, oh, we're not going to release it anymore. Even though Microsoft released it 3 months ago in China. The PS4, the Chinese people do not deserve the PS4. So we're not going to give it to them. So, do they realize that 1.3 billion people live in China? Are you serious? Do you not know how much of a market you're missing out of? And I'm not pulling that out of my ass. That's statistics. That's real. Real 1.3 billion potential customers to buy the Sony PlayStation 4. And you're just gonna miss out on that just because you don't want to hire some new people in Sony to go market it over there? No way. You cannot do this. And you guys have Europe, you guys have USA, you have Japan. You're doing great. You could have China too. Like, the PS4 is so close to world domination, but you don't release it everywhere. That's just sad. You just gotta release it in more places. There are people in China who would love to have the PlayStation 4 without getting a bunch of expensive converters, buying an American PS4, getting a converter, plugging it into American TVs. It's just too hard if you don't release it in that region. I mean, it doesn't work that way. And another thing, here's something that Microsoft screwed up on big time. I mean, not. This is something that I think Microsoft's doing not really connecting enough with the Xbox community, like the same way Sony PlayStation does. Like I have a few evidence to back this up with it. Like how Microsoft it just seems like they don't care about their fans enough because they're such a big company. This is something that Sony has an advantage on. You know how they released that nostalgic 20th anniversary PlayStation 4, like that limited edition, and they're like connecting with their fans and stuff. And also, they're very active on their YouTube channel. It deserves more subscribers. It's just the reason why Sony has like more Twitter followers and YouTube subscribers. They connect their fans more. They update more on Twitter. They post more YouTube videos. It's just Microsoft is like Microsoft making a comeback. I know the recent updates for the Xbox One have been awesome. I mean, I may consider purchasing one only for exclusives when enough exclusives come out. Like I'm definitely considering that. But I mean, they just don't connect with you enough. I mean, their market is like 8-year-old kids that have been brainwashed to hate PlayStation. I hate to break it to you, that's pretty much. And just in here, and just in the USA, European kids are smart enough not to rely on Xbox the only console. Do you know how many 8-year-olds I've met in public to talk that they talk like PlayStation is what they hate most? It's just, oh, I love Minecraft. They just need to grow up. I mean, like when I was a kid, I thought I had a little bit of common sense. I just don't understand how. And it's really sad that's their only market too. You had to really hear it over the mic. I bet on the Xbox One version of Call of Duty, like literally 90% of the people playing are under 11 years of age. Yeah, it just can't be that way. And here you guys have been waiting for it for so long. Here is this one thing that both Sony and Microsoft have been screwing up on big time. I mean, I am irate about this. I haven't shared this with you guys, but this is something that pisses me off so much. Even though the problem might be gone, I will never, ever forgive either of you guys for this. Ever. This is the worst. And if you guys do want to know what this is, I'm going to say it right now. The Sony and the Microsoft PlayStation Network and Xbox Live outages. Yes, you know that big one that happened on Christmas. All the kids and adults that work hard for each dollar they earn, and they got a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and they could not play it on what for some people might be their only freaking day off the entire year. Oh, just because they didn't want to find a way to defend against the DDoS from the pimple-faced loser squad. I mean, why couldn't they do something about it? The Lizard Squad literally told directly to Sony and Microsoft on Twitter that, hey, I'm gonna DDoS you on Christmas, you better get ready, and they're like, they're not gonna do it. I mean, who would do it? I mean, they're not gonna DDoS us on Christmas because we're unstoppable. So they didn't prevent it against it at all. And guess what fucking happened? PlayStation Network on Xbox Live were down for 4 freaking days. 4 days! Without being able to play online at all. And they've also knocked down Steam, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, and so many other services. What the heck is wrong with people? Why are they getting attacked like this? When the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 first came out, this never happened. They were trying to impress people with their service. And now they don't give a shit about their service. They just want to make some cold hard cash off of it. They don't care. Oh, and they try to apologize by releasing a fucking $10 game. Each of us. Does that freaking really even make up for that freaking outage? I do commend Sony a little bit more for giving their members free PlayStation Plus for this. But still, it doesn't forgive you guys for letting these, like, 16-year-old kids hack into